All right. I'm sorry if you were in that when I had my microphone on and was picking up the sound that I was not supposed to be doing, and not the background music that I was trying to do. Oops. So yes, we're in the dark. It's spooky. Which camera am I using? That one, right? Spooky. Um, Welcome to the rat hole. Late night. I've had a heck of a day. I finally got the setup that I kind of sort of want for playing the Night Cage, which is a dark and spooky game. So I wanted to give a little bit of dark and spooky atmosphere. Um, it may or may not have worked. Sorry. Um, I also couldn't use my regular microphone because that was going to block the light that I got over yard. Like you can see. Can I make? Can't make. I can't do. Pick my nose. That's ridiculous. All right, I've not even had any beer yet. But yes, going to be playing the Night Cage. From Smirk and Dagger. One of the reasons I'm going to be doing that is because they have the Shrieking Hollow. They have a new expansion for the Night Cage up on crowdfunding right now. If I was smarter, I would have looked it up, but I'm not smarter. So we're gonna go like this. We're gonna go a new tab, and we're gonna go smirk and dagger.com. That's not it. All right. Well, fine. Be that way. That's totally what I typed. Thanks, guys. Um, but yes, it's gonna be a bit of a crazy, random weirdness. That it's why is it not here? Seriously, why am I not finding this? It's not helpful at all, guys. Um, One time I'm looking for the thing, and the thing is not there. Just want to know if it's on, if it is in fact. Oh, you are gonna be like that, huh? Thanks, Bing. Um, let's try that. Wow. No matter what I do today, it seems like it's terrible. There we go. So it is in fact on Kickstarter. Um, the Night Cage Shrieking Hollow on Kickstarter. So you can check that out. It is well past funded. It is at what is that at? Of their $20,000 US goal, they're sitting at 117,000 plus. So it is well past funded. It's gonna be a thing. But we already established that I'm having a heck of a day. And we also already know that I'm partial to um, using Dized. They don't pay me anything. You know, if you're watching, feel free to pay me stuff. But they don't pay me anything. But I wanted to bring in no go away. Go stop screen. So I'm gonna bring up Dized. I also want to point out with Dized that when I'm running Dized, I can't see any of this. I can sort of see my other camera over there, but I'm gonna bring that up. I'm gonna bring up the tutorial. Gonna share that. So this is the Dized landing page for it. And I'm going to start it. In theory, y'all should hear this. Yeah, y'all should hear this. I like I said, won't necessarily see comments. I will do my best. Let's take a look. See. Let's make it go big. Now I really can't be able to see anything. Okay. What's going on? Why are you not full screening? There we go. It's loading. It's loading. Still loading. Launching.
Your content will be launching soon. Dice Plus is now available. With Dice Plus, you get an ad-free experience, full access to Dice extras, player tools, and more.
Like I said,
new content is added all the time, and playing board games has never been this much fun. Subscribe to Dice Plus now, or get it as a gift for someone. More information available at getdice.com. It's time to...
On a completely unrelated thing. This is Gig Beer, best to be enjoyed with live music. I don't have live music, but I do have some live board games. This is from Sawback Brewery in Red Deer, and it's surprisingly good. And yes, that would actually legitimately go best with live music. Really, really good.
Welcome to the Night Cage.
Welcome, thank you.
Tap forward on bottom right to start. You awake in the dark, your mind blank. You have nothing but your fear, a candle, and a question. How long will your light last? Crawling in the tunnels, you're trying to find a way out. You are lost souls trapped in an ever-changing labyrinth of eternal darkness.
Spooky.
With only a weak candle to aid you, you must collect a key, find the gate, and escape together before the darkness consumes you all. The Night Cage is a cooperative, horror-themed tile placement game where you must prevail together or not at all. In the following steps we will set up the game. Tap forward to continue.
Now, some of this I've already set up. You can see this is part of why I'm like, I'm just going to do this now because I've actually got the camera working kind of where I want it here. But I've got my board here. I've got my characters here. I got some stuff. Some of the stuff is over there. Yeah. So, yes. That's not part of the game. So, yeah, some of this is already set up. I'm going to leave this wider view for doing the setup.
Some advanced game components won't be used in this tutorial.
Cool.
Place these elements back into the box. 7 keepers, 5 omens, 3 pathless, 3 pit fiends, and the large dirge tile.
I think... Okay, well, I've got my dirge tile here. I think that's everything else that's in here, but let's quickly check. Obviously, this is not a new sealed game. I have, in fact, not played it yet. If we're really good, I will bring out the Endbringer, which was a small mini expansion that they came out with. That is actually coming standard as part of the thing. Oh, hey, look at that. There's Junie. Oh, yes, Junie's in Essen. Half the people I know are over in Essen right now. So I'm just going to reply to him because, no one else is watching really or interacting. Greetings from Canada and Twitchland. Have fun. I'm live. No, not love. I'm live. Ding. Haha. So maybe he'll pop in, maybe he won't. I don't know. But let's just take a quick look-see here. What I've got. That's the player token. Yeah, so there's the Omen. The Omen. Somewhere, I'm sure that's what these have to be. Like, I definitely have what I'm doing. Omen. So there's my 5 Omen tiles. Those can go back in the bag. Pathless. 1, 2, and 3. Good. Pit Fiends. 1, 2, and 3. going to put them too far because I might actually want to do something with them. Keepers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6, 7. There we go. So there's all of those. I will put them over here with the dirge. And I still have to do a few extra stuff here. But let's see what's next, shall we?
How many prisoners have fallen into the night cage this time? Choose
Only
the
one.
amount of players. Place the board in the center of the table with the 1 to 4 player side up, showing the 6 by 6 grid of spaces.
I have done that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, make it weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Haha.
Locate the 4 pieces of the tile holder and assemble them as shown.
So I have done that. This is brilliant. This tile holder is a candle. I love that about this thing.
Place the tile holder to one side of the board.
Ta-da.
Place the discard board next to it, making
Ta-da.
sure it's showing the correct amount of prisoners.
Flip it to it. There you go. It is set for four prisoners. You'll understand why in a moment.
Place all the key tokens on any one corner of the board. Then place all the nerve tokens to any other corner of the board.
Just gonna take the nerve. They theoretically go right here. Drop those right there.
The night cage is always set up for at least 4 prisoners, even if there are fewer players.
See, I told you we got back to that.
Get the following components for each prisoner: a candle token, a starting tile, a nerve token, and a player status board with the lit candle side facing up.
3, 4. So everyone's got a nerve token. Everyone's got one starting tile. That's probably why these are extra, just for the record, is because these are going to be for the 5th player. Ugh. Finding the appropriate tokens. Finding the appropriate tokens. Starting tile. You know, maybe this is the one thing I should have done in advance, but like I said, so yeah, it's been a day. Nothing just seems to want to work at all. Went out for a online group, rando friends that you don't really know group thing, and it was amazing, delicious, wonderful wings at a venue that I really do enjoy. And one of the people that show up, I wanted to just kind of punch in the face. Just a few too many casually racist, homophobic BS stuff. There's a starting token. I should really find a better way to store those particular tokens, I think. I'll try to do that next time. But yeah, eventually I'm just like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. I'm going home. Fucking guys, I'm going home. Talking poo is where I draw the line. And this guy was pretty much talking poo. All right. I now have 4 starting tiles. I do have all of my candles over here. I just haven't done anything with them. I also have, just for record, some really cool pewter figures. I'm not using these because the meeple will look better face down. What is next?
Set the 4 prisoners' components next to the game board. Put the 5th prisoner's candle, status board and starting tile away. They won't be needed for this game.
So yeah, that's clearly what I did already. There we go.
Your content will be
We're gonna have
launching
more ads.
soon.
All right, that's okay.
Dice Plus is now available. With Dice Plus, you get an ad-free experience, full access to Diced extras, player tools, and more. New content is added all the time, and playing board games has never been this much fun. Subscribe to Dice Plus now, or get it as a gift for someone. More information available at getdice.com. It's time to...
I know these are going to have to get mixed. One time I accidentally
gather all the tiles and flip them face up on the table, with the circular pit face down. Arrange them by type.
What? Damn it.
Set aside 4 T passages, 2 four-way passages and 2 straight passages. Shuffle them face down and place them beside the tile holder. These are the opening tiles.
T. That's 4 T's. 4 ways. 4 way. 4 way. Thank you. Give me the 2 4 ways, and 2 straights. There are all sorts of jokes I could be making here. Not going to. There. And you shuffle those. Yeah. All right. There we go.
For this game we will only need 6 key tiles and 12 wax eaters. Put any additional key tiles and wax eaters back into the box.
I'm going to assume that I already did that.
As the remaining tiles you should now have 6 keys, 12 wax eaters, 4 gates and the rest of the regular passages. Turn them face down and shuffle them.
Here we go. Shuffled.
Keeping the tiles face down, load the stack you just made into the tile holder.
Eep. Could you just work? Just there we go. So this is all being loaded in at a bit of an angle, which is kind of neat. Good way to keep them from falling out. Almost like Smirk and Dagger knows what they're doing. What the heck is up with that? So that is the only downside to streaming with Diced. Is it is a bit on the slow side, especially since I am dedicated to just doing the whole thing with y'all. This is why if you've watched, sometimes I will just straight up open games from the plastic because I want to learn it with you. I want you to know that what you're seeing and what is coming up and what I'm experiencing is theoretically what you're going to experience. All right. There is all of those loaded. Let's try to knock them all down. What? Why is this suddenly? Oh, I know why. There we go. Yeah. Next.
Now, place the opening tile stack you set aside previously and place them on the top.
Okay.
This completes the draw stack. This stack represents your remaining light and all hope of escape.
All hope of escape.
In a one-player game, you will coordinate the actions of all 4 prisoners, taking a turn for each. The objective of the night cage is to escape together.
Yes, it is.
Then, all prisoners must gather onto the... To do so, each prisoner must collect a key from a key tile. Then, all prisoners must gather onto the same gate tile, keys in hand, to open the gateway and escape, before being consumed by the darkness. The game is lost if the prisoners cannot all bring their keys to a gate before the darkness isolates them. This will happen if all 4 gates are lost, or the prisoners cannot each collect a key, or if all the prisoners cannot make it to a gate in time.
Yeah, I just hooped.
The night cage has no bars. The edges of the board wrap around to their opposite side, in an infinite loop. Prisoners can freely travel from edge to edge, so other prisoners, and monsters, may be closer than you think. First player. Welcome to the night cage.
Why, thank you.
Place your start tile on any open space on the board. For this first tile, the location and rotation doesn't really matter, so you can place it freely as you wish.
Yeah, right there. Sounds like where I'm doing it.
First player. Welcome to the night cage. Place your start tile on... Place your candle-shaped prisoner token on the tile.
Boom. I'm going to zoom in now because I think we're getting to that point.
Your candle will illuminate adjacent spaces with open passages. Draw the top tile from the draw stack. Choose one of the 2 open passageways leading from your tile and place the tile you drew so it connects to your passageway. You can rotate the tile as long as the path connects.
Okay.
There are 3 common passage tiles: straight, 4-way, and T passages. They are all placed in a similar manner. Now, draw a second tile from the draw stack and place it in the other spot. Once you draw a tile, any previous tiles you placed this turn are locked in place.
Yes.
Play proceeds clockwise to the next prisoner. Second player, get ready.
Right.
Remember, the board wraps, so if your start tile points off an edge of the board, it will light a space on the opposite side. Only completely drawn grid boxes are used in placing tiles. Place your start tile and candle token in any open space on the board. You may connect to a passageway already on the board, or start off on your own to explore more. The closer you are together, the more likely prisoners will be hit by monsters. But the farther apart you are, the more quickly you will run out of tiles.
Yep.
Now, for each open passage from your starting tile, draw a tile.
Did that.
Remember to draw and place the tiles one by one. Play proceeds clockwise to the next prisoner.
Yep.
Player 3, you now awake in darkness. Place your start tile. Then, one at a time, draw and place a tile for each open passage.
Right.
Fourth player, you now awake in darkness. Get ready. Place your start tile. Then, one at a time, draw and place a tile for each open passage.
All right. There we go. We're set up.
This completes setup. Now, let's begin exploring the labyrinth. Play will continue clockwise in this fashion throughout the game. On your turn, you will choose to move one space onto a connected tile, or stay where you are. You will almost always wish to move, so we will cover staying later. The tunnels are very tight and can only fit one prisoner at a time.
Yes.
The only exception is the gate tile, which can hold any number of prisoners. Your start tile has cracks on the floor. This is a crumbling tile. The turn after you step on one, it crumbles into a pit. We will discuss pits later.
Oh,
After moving, you will discard any tiles that are no longer lit by you or other players.
yes.
A tile will stay lit even if a player only sees a wall of that tile. For example, when blue moves away, the tile next to green will stay lit. This is because green still sees a wall there.
Right. That makes sense.
Your content will be launching soon. Dice Plus is now available. With Dice Plus, you get an ad-free experience,
down here.
full access to Dice
Blue.
extras, player tools,
Yellow.
and more.
Red.
New content is added all the time, and playing board games has never been this much fun. Subscribe to Dice Plus now, or get it as a gift for someone. More information available at getdice.com.
Off of the screen.
It's time to...
Audio out. Ads in this particular run through then.
Next player, you're up. Move one space to an adjacent tile. Then flip your starting tile over to become a pit.
I think it's flipped. This is going to go away.
Now discard any tiles that are no longer lit by you or another prisoner.
Okay.
For each lit space, we're going to draw and place a tile. Only draw one tile at a time, finishing placing it before you move on to the next. Tap a tile to learn more about it. Select End Turn when all the adjacent passages have been illuminated.
It's going to tell me what to do with this guy right here. I'm going to put, I know what he's going to do. The Wax Eater does, so I'm just going to put him right here. And that's... See if I go this one. That's how there. Seems reasonable. All right. Very good. Tap a tile to learn more about what it does. Oh, look at that. If I'd been paying attention, I probably would have seen that sooner.
Through the darkness, you have unveiled a monster. This is a Wax Eater and it is placed like any other tile. Wax Eaters see in a straight line down any pathways connected to them. A pit or an empty space without a tile creates an interruption that the monster cannot see past. Monsters attack anytime a prisoner moves along, into, or out of their line of sight. A monster will not trigger for movement outside its vision. Wax Eaters attack in all four directions simultaneously, as far as they can reach down an uninterrupted pathway, including around the wrapping edge of the board. Luckily, triggering a monster doesn't always mean getting hit. If you are able to step out of the monster's line of sight, it will trigger the attack, but you won't be there to be hit. The same is true if you stay on a crumbling tile and fall, or choose to leap into a pit. It sees you and attacks, but you are safe. More on pits later.
Safe.
The danger comes when two or more prisoners are within view of a monster. One might be safe,
So what's going
but
on
the
right
other
now?
will be hit by the attack. Worse still, if a Wax Eater's attack hits another monster, that monster also attacks in a chain reaction. Here, a single move by any prisoner will trigger all monsters. A monster is also triggered by falling on one. More on this in the pit section. When hit by an attack, you must discard the top 3 tiles from the draw stack, face up. Look to see if you have lost critical keys or gates. When hit by an attack, you can spend a nerve to block, discarding only 2 tiles instead of 3. Multiple prisoners can be hit at the same time, and/or a prisoner can be hit by multiple monsters, leading to a massive amount of tiles discarded from the draw stack. Prisoners struck by an attack go lights out, flipping their player status card to its lights out side. With your candle out, you can no longer see anything beyond the tile you occupy. Remove all tiles that you had been illuminating, unless still lit by another prisoner. You are now panicked and compelled to move every turn. You may not stay unless you spend nerve. Without light, you move blind to the dangers ahead. Draw a tile only for the space you move into and then discard the tile from the space you left, if no one else illuminates it.
Yes.
If you walk into a monster, it attacks immediately, hitting you and any other connected.
Yes.
Prisoners. After the attack, scramble onto an existing adjacent tile, or a newly drawn one. The monster is discarded. At the end of the turn that a lights out prisoner becomes adjacent via a connected passage to a prisoner with a lit candle, their candle is automatically relit. When your candle is relit, immediately illuminate the spaces around you. So be very strategic when placing the wax eater tile so you won't force someone to get attacked. Choose an open passageway leading from your tile into an open space on the board and place the wax eater tile there.
Look to be terrible.
Tap a tile to learn more about it.
So wax eater tile
Select
is also
end turn
four-way
when
tile.
all the adjacent passages have been illuminated.
So I will have to, you know what, I'm going to cheat. Slide this right now, 'cause that was gonna suck. So if I move on, I can spend a nerve and charge him. I'll take the attack damage. Left and then I'll scramble to an adjacent thing. But in doing that, the other one of these two is going to get hosed. He's not going to be fun. Yeah, like it's no matter what happens, it's not good. So if I move, he gets attacked. And stay, he moves, he gets attacked. I'm gonna end up. I'm just gonna. You know what? I think I have to spend the nerve anyway. Not a great start, but we're gonna spend a nerve and move again. No. Yes, move again. Because if I charge him, I'm gonna end up taking 2 people's worth of damage. However, 1, 2, and 3 tiles go away. And he goes lights out, which is not good. But that does end blue.
Sometimes, later in the game, it is better to stay in place rather than to move. As a benefit, you will gain 1 nerve token, up to a maximum of 2. Here are some potential reasons you may decide to stay. Staying helps you keep a tile lit, so it doesn't get discarded, preserving a key or gate tile for another player, giving them time to get there. You may want to stay so you don't trigger the monster that might otherwise spoil a critical move for another player.
Yep.
As people are converging on a single gate tile, you may want to stay on the gate.
Yes.
This avoids having to discard and re-illuminate the spaces around the gate by moving on and off.
Makes sense.
If you are on a crumbling tile, you may choose to stay in order to fall into a pit. You may be able to avoid a monster attack or move across the board quickly. That said, staying comes with risks. You must discard a tile from the draw stack. Even worse, if you discard a monster in this way, it must be swapped for a tile connected to you. All prisoners begin with a nerve token. Prisoners gain 1 nerve when they choose to stay, up to a maximum of 2 nerve. Nerve can be spent on your turn to gain temporary advantages, bending the rules to your benefit. One or both of your nerve tokens can be used on a turn. You can spend nerve to move again. Be sure to resolve each move completely, discarding unlit tiles and illuminating new passages before the next move. Getting hit by a monster attack forces you to discard 3 tiles, but you can spend a nerve to discard only 2 tiles instead. This may help protect a gate or a key from being lost.
Yeah, I don't want to do that just yet.
If you are lights out because you were hit by a monster attack, you no longer have the option to stay on your turn. However, you may spend a nerve to do so in critical situations. Spending a nerve to charge allows you to move through a monster space. You are still hit by that monster. This is more important in the advanced game. Next player, you're up.
Yep.
If you are in line of sight of the monster, don't forget you can move out of the way or into the pit to evade him. Or stay so it won't attack. Are you staying or moving?
Don't have a choice. I have to move.
Your content will be launching soon.
So, yeah, I can't even do that.
Dice Plus is now available. With Dice Plus, you get an ad-free experience, full access to Dice extras, player tools,
is kind of
and
hosed
more.
right now.
New content is added
gonna end
all
up
the
having to
time,
move.
and playing board games has never been this much fun. Subscribe to Dice Plus now, or get it as a gift for someone. More information available at getdice.com. It's time to...
I'm gonna have to move down here. That's just how that's gonna be. It's fine. So we're gonna move down.
Did a monster attack and hit any prisoners?
Not with that move, no.
For each lit space, we're going to draw and place a tile.
Yes.
Only draw 1 tile at a time, finishing placing it before you move on to the next. Tap a tile to learn more about it. Select End Turn when all the adjacent passages have been illuminated.
So, yeah. You'll notice I just drew another wax eater. That's not great. So we're gonna have to jump into a pit. But for now, I don't have to do anything. Yeah, I'm lights out. I'm gonna have to jump in a pit eventually. So for now I'm good.
Next player, you're up.
Yes.
If you are in line of sight of the monster, don't forget you can move out of the way or into the pit to evade him. Or stay so it won't attack. Are you staying or moving?
We are going to move.
Did a monster attack and hit any prisoners?
No.
For each lit space, we're going to draw and place a tile. Only draw 1 tile at a time, finishing placing it before you move on to the next.
This way.
Tap a tile to learn more about it. Select End Turn when all the adjacent passages have been illuminated.
Frick! Seriously. Not cool, dude. So yes, another wax eater. That's delightful. But that's the end of the turn, so that's fine.
Next player, you're up. If you are in line of sight of the monster, don't forget you can move out of the way or into the pit to evade him. Or stay so it won't attack. Are you staying or moving?
Moving. Oh yes.
Did a monster attack and hit any prisoners?
No.
For each lit space, we're going to draw and place a tile. Only draw 1 tile at a time, finishing placing it before you move on to the next. Tap a tile to learn more about it. Select End Turn when all the adjacent passages have been illuminated.
Not cool. All right. Not cool. Kind of hosed here. All right. That's okay. That's okay. I'll be able to handle this. We're not totally messed up yet.
Falling into a pit does not mean certain death.
Right.
In this unnatural place, falling into a pit will eventually cause you to fall back through the ceiling into the labyrinth. When you fall into a pit, place your prisoner token outside the board's edge, along either the row or column of the pit. Discard any tiles no longer illuminated by your light.
Okay.
Then your turn is over. At the start of your next turn, choose a space without a tile along the row or column you chose. Draw a tile to land upon and place your prisoner token on it. Then, illuminate any unlit connected spaces around you.
Makes sense. So that's what we're going to do.
After that, take your turn as normal.
We are going to...
If you are falling and there are no empty spaces in the row or column, land on an unoccupied existing tile. There are, however, 2 dangers that may await you when falling. If you land on a monster, it immediately attacks. Before you illuminate beyond the tile you landed on. After the attack, move on to an existing adjacent tile or draw a new one. Then discard the monster. There are, however, 2 dangers. If you are falling and there are no empty spaces in the row or column, after that, take your turn. Then, at the start of your discard any tile. When you fall into a pit, place your prisoner token outside the board's edge, along either the row or column of the pit. Discard any tiles no longer illuminated by your light.
Do this right now.
Then your turn is over. At the start of your next turn, choose a space without a tile along the row or column you chose. Draw a tile to land upon and place your prisoner token on it. Then, illuminate any unlit connected spaces around you. After that, take your turn as normal. If you are falling and there are no empty spaces in the row or column, land on an unoccupied existing tile. There are, however, 2 dangers that may await you when falling. If you land on a monster, it immediately attacks. Before you illuminate beyond the tile you landed on. After the attack, move on to an existing adjacent tile or draw a new one. Then discard the monster. If you are falling and there are no tiles in the draw stack left to land on, you fall in darkness forever and the game ends in a loss. Next player, you're up.
Alright, so I've jumped into this
If
tile.
you are in line of sight of the monster, don't forget you can move out of the way or into the pit to evade him. Or stay so it won't attack. Are you staying, or moving?
I also just screwed up. I jumped ahead. I'm going to back up to blue. I'm safe. I don't do anything. I'm going to double check the rule on that monster. I could just stay. I think saying I have to go anywhere. Although there should have been a tile right here. Ah, a gate tile. Yeah, I'm just going to sit here and stay. Just for a minute. That seems like the wise thing to do, so I'm going to stay.
Staying will gain you a nerve token, but at a price.
So
discard the top tile of the stack.
Okay. Fine with that.
Are you on a crumbling tile?
No.
Time to illuminate the spaces around you. Tap a tile if you need help, or tap end turn after all passageways have been illuminated.
I'm going to just recheck this.
Through the darkness, you have unveiled a monster.
Yes.
This is a wax eaters see in a straight line down any pathways connected to them.
Yes.
A pit or an empty space without a tile creates an interruption that the monster cannot see past. Monsters attack anytime a prisoner moves along, into, or out of their line of sight. A monster will not trigger for movement outside its vision. Wax eaters attack in all 4 directions simultaneously, as far as they can reach down an uninterrupted pathway, including around the wrapping edge of the board. Luckily, triggering a monster doesn't always mean getting hit. If you are able to step out of the monster's line of sight.
Hold on. I will be right back. There we go. Slightly more spooky, slightly less spooky. I don't even know. Yeah, I messed around so much that my power is dying again. Ain't I delightful? All right.
It will trigger the attack, but you
Yes.
won't be there to be hit. The same is true if you stay on a crumbling
Yes.
tile and fall, or choose to leap into it. The danger comes when worse still, if a monster is, when hit by an attack you must discard. When hit by multiple prisoners can be, prisoners struck. With your candle out, you can no longer see anything. You are now without light. If you walk after at the end, when you're so be very strategic. Time to illuminate the spaces around you.
I needed.
Tap a tile
I'm
if
trying
you
to
need
figure out
help, or tap and turn after all passageways have been illuminated.
Excuse. Okay, so that T does block it. Okay. Thank you. Dies to miss that. That's fine. They're not perfect. So when I do something here, um, now I've lost what I was doing. Oh my god, what a day. So he fell. He stayed and gained a nerve back. Right? Right. So, Red's turn.
Your content will be launching soon. Dice Plus is now available. With Dice Plus, you get an ad-free experience, full access to Dice extras, player tools, and more. New content is added all the time, and playing board games has never been this much fun. Subscribe to Dice Plus now, or get it as a gift for someone. More information available at getdice.com. It's time to...
Next player, you're up.
All right.
If you are in line of sight of the
Jumped
monster, don't
into a
forget
pit.
you can move out of the way or into the pit to evade him.
Yellow's gonna move
Or
over
stay
here.
so it won't attack. Are you staying
Oh, that
or
stays.
moving?
Just that guy.
Did you jump into a pit?
All right, I'm gonna say yes because I did over here, but
When you fall into a pit,
just to make sure
place your
all the
prisoner
boards-
token outside the board's edge,
Yes.
along either the row or column you once occupied. Discard any tiles no longer illuminated by your light. Then your turn will end. At the start of your next turn, you will choose a space without a tile along the row or column you chose. Draw a tile to land upon and place your prisoner token on it. Then, you will illuminate any unlit connected spaces around you. After that, you will take your turn as normal. Did a monster attack and hit any prisoners?
No.
Time to illuminate the spaces around you. Tap a tile if you need help, or tap end turn after all passageways have been illuminated.
Really? Okay, well, that's gonna go there. That's gonna go there. This is gone. Goody. I'll just keep going out of order. That's fine.
Next player, you're up. If you are in line of sight of the monster, don't forget you can move out of the way or into the pit to evade him. Or stay so it won't attack. Are you staying, or moving?
That tile there, put it there, which is out of line of sight.
Did you jump into a pit?
No.
Did a monster attack and hit any prisoners?
Technically, no.
Time to illuminate the spaces around you. Tap a tile if you need help, or tap end turn after all passageways have been illuminated.
All right, that'll just give us an up and down here. That's going to give us another key room. But we still haven't found any keys. So these gate rooms are only half useful right now. Yeah. So. Not great. And now we're going to... So I reversed things. We're now back to blue's turn.
Next player, you're up. If you are in line of sight of the monster, don't forget you can move out of the way or into the pit to evade him. Or stay so it won't attack.
Usually these end.
Are you staying, or moving?
Blue is going to stay again. I don't want to lose that, but we've got another one up here. So what I'm going to do... I will... No. These... Oh! These are all entirely gone. Cool. That's the most challenging part about this is the figuring it out thing. So let me... All right, we're just going to swap out to that. No. That. There we go. All right. So we're good here. But if blue, so if I move here, I'm going to reveal a bunch of stuff. If I move here, I'm revealing almost nothing, which is not the end of the world. I'm safe from that guy. Yeah, we're going to go up here. Those go away, which sucks because I've lost a gate. But again, I've got another gate. Green can kind of do whatever the hell it wants. I'm going to go like this. Yes. No, we're going to go that way and connect it up. There. There. Actually, we'll do it that way. There. Excellent. And now I take my turn as normal? Which I don't think I did for red, but so we will move up one. That goes away. We got a new one here, which is helpful. Got a new one here, which is not as helpful, but still sort of helpful. And then we move to red. Now again, so red's just, I'm just going to move into that. That's just the easiest way to do that. Again, that blocks that line of sight. We get two more. There's also a very bad place for everybody else. All right, so yellow. To move here, he's going to hit me. Move here, I can do something else. If I go here, yeah, you know what we're going to do? We're just going to boom. Hey, there's a key. There's a key. Excellent. Oh, not good at all. So I scramble out of here. He gets discarded. He doesn't hit me because there's a thing there. He also goes away. So that's not the end of the world here. Really at all. There are 12 wax eaters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them are gone. So that's not too bad, right? Right. And yellow has a key, and we're gonna pop back, bring dies back in here. And
Did you jump into a pit?
No.
Did a monster attack? Time to illuminate this. Congratulations. You found a key. Keys are placed like any other tile. Any player stepping onto this space will gain a key token and be one step closer to winning. This is a crumbling tile, so the turn after you step on it, it will turn into a pit. Only one key can be gained from each key tile, and a prisoner can only hold one key. There are only 2 extra key tiles, so if you lose more than 2 keys, you lose the game. Time to illuminate the spaces around you. Tap a tile if you need help, or tap end turn after all passageways have been illuminated.
There we go. So, done. All right. Thank you very much. And we go back to that. So back to blue. Blue can't stay anymore because blue's going to crumble if we do. I don't want to lose that path, but I don't have a lot of choice. I do that. This is still going to crumble, which blows, but that's the way that is. That's it. Green. I need to find another key. That's just how that is. So we're gonna move over here. This goes away. We get. Open that up. And that. Okay. And then red again. Red is going to stay. Yeah, no. Red's just going to move down here. Period. Not the greatest plan, because that's going to crumble. In fact, we're going to go up there instead. That's less connected. Yellow's turn. Going to move here. These go away. Blue's turn. Oh. Should have been another path right there. Blue's going to move this way. Done. Green is going to move up. These go away. That goes away. Nope. I can still see a wall. And this, we have another gate room. Oh. So, red's turn. We've got another gate room over here. I don't love that. So I am gonna move. I'm gonna move up here. This stays but becomes a pit. This goes. Which is not ideal. You still got one. There's only four gates. So somewhere in here, we gotta find some gates. There's only one more. We can't afford to lose it. So that then gives us yellow's turn. And yellow, why do I not have tiles up here? Damn it. Yellow is very much just going to move over here. That does get rid of this guy. He activates, doesn't actually do anything. That stays good. Blue. So if you're just joining us, we are playing the Night Cage. I was earlier on using the dice tutorial to show things off. But for now, I'm doing it here. If you want to take another look, there's a few. There's obviously more to the game than just that little bit of a map. So I've got all my player cards out here. Discarded tiles. Tiles that are started here and have moved all the way down to here. So we're getting close to the end of the game. It's not particularly good. Yeah. So that was yellow's turn, right? Yes. So blue has to do something. Red needs to open tiles. All right, so there's our last gate room. So now I have to decide what to do. This gate room or this gate room. I feel like this is where it's going to be. So, because blue's got to move on to it. Because that's going to turn into a pit. Meanwhile, we've lost a whole bunch of stuff here that I've forgotten to take off. So all of this goes away. It's Fog of War rules if you're just joining us. So anything within one space, and it does wrap around Pac-Man rules, you can see. That's why your tokens are candles. The only space I can have more than one person is the gate rooms, and I do need to find 3 more keys, and then everybody has to get to one of these gate rooms. So we can illuminate that. What we're going to do that, and then that wraps around to here, because of course it does. Okay, that's fine. That wax eater is going to attack when blue moves. Not great. Not the end of the world. I can still get to that. Green is going to move over here. Those go away. Nope, one of those didn't go away. The one I just left didn't go away. And we get some more tokens up here. That there. We're going to put that there. And we're going to put, hey, look at that, another key. Sweet bejeebus. All right. Well, we're definitely going to be keeping stuff over here because he's already got a key. So red, this is the one place he can go. He moved off of that, didn't he? Or did I just place that? I don't know. And this should also have one. Damn it. And there should also be a spot up here. Blue is about to get absolutely hosed. I think the only thing I can do, I'm going to stay. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stay, discard a tile, which is a key. There are 6 keys. I found 2. I've discarded 2. There are 2 more. If I lose if I lose one more key, I've lost the game. But I did gain a nerve, which won't do much if I'm dead. Blue also needs to basically sit on it and rotate. Red's going to get attacked. Someone's going to lose. So we'll jump into this pit. Get placed over here. So that will go away. That's still illuminated. This goes away. And we still lose, however. Red gets hit. And we lose 1. We've lost the game. 2. Oh, we've really lost the game. 3 tiles. So that's it. We've lost the game. Is there an end game thing here? Um, oh, here we go. So yeah, I remember how I was saying earlier that it does eventually bugger things. Yeah, don't care. Yep. Oh, oh, I missed that. Mhm. How have I not known about that rule? Oh, that's just in the last. Okay, okay, yeah, have indeed. Oh, I just realized that I'm talking and it's not there. So
To
yes, I've
know to
been.
play the night cage. This tutorial will
So
no
we're just gonna
longer track. Should you lose all 4 gates or more than 2 keys, there will no longer be a way for all prisoners to collect a key and escape, and you will lose the game immediately. We have now covered everything you need to know to play the night cage. This tutorial will no longer track your
yes,
turns. Instead, use the menu you're about to see when you have any more questions.
that's fair.
Keep playing.
Okay, so we can do it. We can do it. Do I have a spot that I can do that? I should just build one where I can keep that in there, but I haven't. So, or have I? I have. Oh, so I'm just gonna leave that down in the back corner there. Um, so I remember that it exists. I don't like how this is particularly laid out, but I'll fix it later, I guess. Um, why am I suddenly? There we go. Okay, that looks better. My screen kind of got foobarred. So yes, I've lost this game. Um, heh, heh. um, do I want to play another game? I kind of do. Sure, why the hell not? I'm gonna flip all these over. And we'll shuffle all these in. We'll shuffle these in. We'll shuffle these in. Keep those out. Hope I put them the right way down. Yeah. You know what? I don't want to play another game. I'm gonna leave this set up mostly. Um, and we're gonna try this again tomorrow because it is a while. Uh, yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a night. Um, and I can start fresh tomorrow. I will reset all of this. Probably won't use Dized again. Again, love Diced, but I don't need it. So, zoop, boom. This has been the Night Cage. Definitely, you can check out my review on it. I suppose I can take off the "Be Right Back" part of that. So this is not a new game. TheRatHole.ca slash night dash cage, and this is gonna be my old review. Yeah, it is a fun game. I don't know if I love it solo, but it is really good as a co-op. Really good as a co-op. And what I might do tomorrow is I might pull out one of the more advanced monsters. Not that I've gotten a chance to get to it. But yeah, I will leave this set up. I will hopefully not mess too much up over the course of the night. And yeah, I in the meantime, I do want to thank Smirk and Dagger, who back in the day did provide this copy of The Night Cage. I want to thank Julie Andrews, whose music you will hear. Yes, no, you're not going to hear it actually, because I'm going to bring up the. No, I'm going to bring up the spooky sound effects again. Which window was that? Stop sharing. Somewhere I've got that other window up, don't I? Don't think I do. I'm going to. There it is. All right. Oh yes, there's some sounds out here, but that's okay. What's that? Final flicker. There we go. Final flickers. There we go. We're gonna bring that in. Doot, 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 doot. And there. I gotta figure out a better way to make that work. I really just do. But yeah, thank you to everybody. Make sure you're subscribed or followed. You don't have to actually subscribe. You don't have to pay me anything. But turn on your notifications. Make sure I get to see this. And I will see you all probably at some point tomorrow. Over the next day and a half, I do have another video I have to shoot. So, yeah, I'll get to it eventually. But in the meantime, and in between time, good gaming and goodbye.